Things you don't know about Jean Van Damme. When people talk about legendary action stars of the 80s and 90s, one name always stands out: Jean-Claude Van Damme. Known worldwide as the Muscles from Brussels, Van Damme became famous for his explosive kicks, incredible flexibility, and unforgettable martial arts performances in films like Bloodsport and Kickboxer. His high-flying fight scenes and iconic splits made him one of the most recognizable action heroes of his generation. But behind the tough guy image in blockbuster movies lies a story that many fans have never heard. Before becoming a Hollywood superstar, Van Damme lived a life filled with surprising twists, hidden talents, and unbelievable risks. From training as a ballet dancer in Belgium to struggling to survive when he first arrived in America, his journey to fame was anything but ordinary. There are also strange Hollywood stories, shocking career moments, and personal battles that shape the man behind the action hero persona. In fact, some of the most fascinating chapters of his life happened far away from the movie screen. So today, we're diving into the untold side of Jean-Claude Van Damme, revealing 7 surprising things you probably didn't know about this legendary action star. Let's watch. 1. He was a ballet dancer before becoming an action star. Most people associate Van Damme with brutal fight scenes and high-impact martial arts moves. But long before he became a Hollywood action icon, he trained in something far more graceful: ballet. As a teenager in Belgium, Van Damme studied classical ballet for several years. He even performed professionally and once described ballet as one of the toughest physical disciplines in the world. According to him, ballet requires incredible balance, flexibility, and strength qualities that later became his trademark in martial arts films. This unusual background explains why his fight choreography often looked more fluid and artistic than other action stars of his time. His famous spinning kicks and acrobatic movements weren't just martial arts, they had the elegance of dance. The combination of ballet and martial arts gave Van Damme a style that was completely unique in Hollywood action cinema. 2. He earned a black belt and became a champion martial artist. Van Damme's martial arts skills were not just for movies, they were real. Before his Hollywood career began, he trained intensely in karate and kickboxing. He eventually earned a black belt in Shotokan karate and competed professionally in martial arts tournaments. During his competitive career, Van Damme compiled an impressive record in kickboxing, reportedly winning many of his matches by knockout. His athletic ability and discipline helped him develop the explosive speed and flexibility that later made him famous on screen. Unlike many action stars that relied heavily on stunt doubles, Van Damme performed most of his own fight scenes. This authenticity made films like Bloodsport feel more intense and believable to audiences. His real martial arts experience helped him stand out in an industry filled with actors who were simply pretending to fight. 3. His journey to Hollywood was extremely risky. Van Damme's path to fame was anything but easy. In the early 1980s, he moved from Belgium to the United States with a dream of becoming a movie star. However, he arrived in Hollywood with very little money, limited English skills, and no connections in the film industry. To survive, he worked a variety of odd jobs. At one point, he worked as a bouncer at nightclubs, a carpet installer, and even a limousine driver for wealthy clients in Los Angeles. Legend has it that Van Damme once waited outside a studio office and performed his famous split between 2 chairs just to get someone's attention. Whether exaggerated or not, stories like this show how determined he was to break into Hollywood. Eventually, his persistence paid off when he landed the lead role in Bloodsport, which became a cult classic and launched his career. 4. His famous split became one of the most iconic stunts ever. One of Van Damme's most recognizable abilities is his incredible flexibility, especially his signature full split. Over the years, he performed splits in countless movies, often in dramatic or unexpected ways. However, one moment in particular became legendary: his split between 2 moving trucks in a viral commercial for Volvo. In the advertisement, Van Damme slowly performs a split while standing on the side mirrors of 2 trucks driving backward on a highway. The stunt required extreme balance, strength, and precision. The video quickly went viral online and introduced Van Damme to a whole new generation of fans. It proved that even decades into his career, he still possessed the physical abilities that made him famous in the first place. 5. He almost played the Predator in a major sci-fi film. One of the strangest chapters in Van Damme's career involves a famous science fiction movie. Early in production of the film Predator, Van Damme was actually hired to play the alien creature itself. The original idea was that the creature would be extremely agile and perform acrobatic martial arts movements. However, the costume was uncomfortable and limited visibility, making it difficult to perform the athletic moves the filmmakers wanted. Eventually, the production team redesigned the creature and replaced Van Damme with another actor. Although he never appeared in the final version of the film, this strange casting decision remains one of the most unusual almost roles in Hollywood history. 6. He faced serious personal struggles at the height of fame. Despite his blockbuster success, Jean-Claude Van Damme's life behind the camera was far from glamorous. In the early 1990s, when he was among the highest-paid action stars in Hollywood, he faced intense pressure from fame, grueling filming schedules, and constant international travel. These demands contributed to serious struggles with substance abuse as he tried to keep up with the relentless expectations of the industry. At his lowest point, Van Damme openly admitted to battling addiction while maintaining his career, a challenge few fans were aware of at the time. Eventually, he sought help and worked to rebuild both his personal life and professional reputation. In later interviews, he spoke candidly about these struggles, revealing a vulnerable side that contrasted sharply with his tough on-screen persona. His openness has helped many realize that even global celebrities face profound personal challenges, showing that resilience and recovery are possible, even under the glare of fame. 7. He reinvented his career with a surprising comeback. Many action stars fade away after their peak popularity, but Van Damme managed to reinvent him in a completely unexpected way. In 2008, he starred in the critically praised film JCVD. In the movie, he plays a fictionalized version of himself dealing with fame, aging, and personal struggles. The film shocked audiences because it showed a deeply emotional and self-aware side of the action star. Critics praised his performance, calling it one of the most honest portrayals of celebrity life ever seen. Later, he also appeared in major ensemble action films like The Expendables 2, introducing him to younger fans and proving he still had the charisma that made him famous decades earlier. This comeback showed that Van Damme was more than just a martial arts star. He was a resilient performer, capable of evolving with time. Final thoughts. The story of Jean-Claude Van Damme is far more fascinating than most people realize. Few know that before he became the Muscles from Brussels, he trained as a ballet dancer, mastering the discipline and flexibility that would later define his signature splits and high kicks. His journey from a small Belgian town to Hollywood stardom was anything but smooth. As a young immigrant in America, Van Damme faced rejection, financial struggles, and the harsh realities of an industry that demanded perfection and charisma in equal measure. What makes him truly unique isn't just his athletic talent or his blockbuster hits, it's his relentless drive to reinvent himself. Decades into his career, he continues to challenge expectations, taking on new roles, revealing candid sides of his life in interviews, and engaging with fans in ways that show a depth often hidden behind the action star persona. Van Damme's life is a story of discipline, risk, and resilience, proving that the man behind the legend is just as compelling as the heroic characters he portrays. The untold story of his life is as intense, dramatic, and inspiring as any of his most famous movie scenes. Let us know in the comments what you think about this. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more captivating content on our YouTube channel.